The Great Ife anthem. Please will remain standing.
Great Ife, Africa's most beautiful campus. Cautious, vigilant, progressive, a good time against all oppression. Forward ever, backward never, for learning and culture, sports and struggle. Great Ife, I love you. There's only one Great Ife in the universe. Another Great Ife is a counterfeit. Great
Ife. We may be seated, please. Now, please, may I humbly request that you look to your right and to your left and tell the persons there, congratulations. On this note, permit me to quickly obey the dictates of protocol here. We have the Honorable Minister of Education. I have the Honorable Minister of Education here. Dr. Maruf TUNJI ALAUSA CON, ably represented here by the Vice Chancellor of the Premier University, the University of Ibadan, Professor Kayode Adebowale. Please, you've just clapped for him as you are in Trenchard Hall. Clap for him as you are in Ududua Hall here. So that by the time he gets back to the University of Ibadan, he will tell them how to clap that way you have taught them. Thank you very much, my Vice Chancellor, sir. And of course, on the high table again to his immediate right, I have the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, a former member of Osun State House of Assembly, a two-term Speaker Osun State House of Assembly, an ambassador of this country to several other countries. Ladies and gentlemen, I have His Excellency Right Honorable Dr. Adejare Bello. His Excellency graduated from the Faculty of Law of Awon University. And of course, to the immediate left of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan is our own Vice Chancellor, a former Dean of the Faculty of Law, of the Faculty of Agriculture, a two-term Deputy Vice Chancellor, academic, and by the grace of God, the 12th substantive Vice Chancellor of this university, Professor Simeon Adebayo Bamire. The Vice Chancellor has his first degree Ife, Master's degree Ife, PhD Ife. And tactically, he got married to somebody that graduated from Ife. And of course, to the immediate left of the Vice Chancellor is the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Prince Adeshola Aderomu. He too has all his degrees in Ife. And of course, we have the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Idari-born Professor of Agriculture, Professor Roku Akefala. Mr. Vice Chancellor, those shouting great there are pupils of OAU Staff School. The greater tomorrow. Please put hands together for them. They can sing, in fact, they sing the anthem of Great Ife Offhand. That's a good one. And to the extreme left of this speaker, at the high table, is the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Development, Professor Ibokun Akani Akinyemi. Eshew. The Honorable Minister, sir, all courtesies here duly extended. Permit me to quickly appreciate the members of council who are here, ably led by His Excellency Dr. Dijari Bello. We have His Excellency Ambassador Edward Saki, MNI. We have Professor Rav Akinfeleye. We have Alhaji Kachala Abubakar. We have Barrister Joseph Abagu, Professor Jimon Farnede, Professor Useni, Professor Dipo Babalola Ito, Professor Abiodun Ayuka, Dr. Adewale Ajao, Dr. John Etebong, John Etebong was the former Secretary General of the Student Union. So that is why I was saying all those. We have Barrister Dr. Leye Falode. Dr. Olawale Karim, representing the Honorable Minister. Please, let's appreciate him in absence here. We have the Registrar of the University, Alhaji Kamaldeen Adetunji Bakari. The University Librarian is in the house, Dr. Kemi Fadeha. University Bossa, Mr. Toyin Abogan. Mrs. Toyin Abogan, where is she? Okay. She has gone to do some financial transactions. Please permit me to recognize all the Danes here. And I want to especially appreciate somebody here, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Matrimonial Affairs, the wife of the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Abosede Bamire. If I don't do that, the Vice Chancellor, all this smile, you won't see it there. Auntie Bose, thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Vice Chancellor, we are here to honor some distinguished personalities. These are Nigerians of international extraction. We want to appreciate them for flying the banners of this country all over the world. We have lawyers, we have judges, we have entrepreneurs, we have captains of industries there. And all of them are here. And of course, we have from the academia. We have, yes, first and foremost, an academic before he joined politics. We have them in different categories, and all of them will be honored here today by the grace of God. As we are continuing with this program, the medical doctors and nurses will not have anything to do with us here by the grace of God. Yes, I want to call on Professor Prince Adeshola Aderomu to formally welcome all of us here to this occasion. Let me see your reactions to that.
Great Ife. Great Ife. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. TUNJI ALAUSA CON, ably represented by the Vice Chancellor of University of Ibadan, Professor, I've forgotten your name, sir. Professor Adebo Ayale Kayode. We want to welcome you to Great Ife. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Governing Council of our great university, Right Honorable Adejare Bello. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Members of Governing Council, I want to really appreciate you. And let me just stand on the existing protocol to recognize all the members of the Governing Council of this great university. Thank you so much for coming. Senate members present here today, I want to recognize all of you. The Vice Chancellor of this great university, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamire, thank you so much. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, I want to recognize you, Professor Akinfala. Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Innovation and Development, thank you so much, Professor Akone Akiyemi. The Registrar of the University, thank you. The Librarian, Bossa, Provost, College of Postgraduate College, thank you so much. The Provost College of Health Sciences, I want to recognize you. Chairman Committee of Deans, all these present here, you are welcome. Directors of centers, heads of departments, the awardees of today, we have about 83 of them in number, and it may be very difficult for me to start calling your name one by one, but I want to really appreciate you for coming down from all over the place to this place this morning. Thank you so much for coming. The members of the local organizing committee, where are you? Can you stand up for recognition? Please stand up for recognition. I can see the chairman of the organizing committee. We've been working very hard in the last 2 or 3 months to ensure that we have a very beautiful program. And we thank God that today is the final day of the 65th anniversary. I want to really thank you so much. Let me also recognize the former Pro-Chancellor of our great university, Professor Roland Indoma Egba. Where are you, sir? We want to welcome you back to Great Ife. Great. And I want to also recognize our former Vice Chancellor, Professor Faborodi Michael. Where are you, sir? Thank you so much for coming. Great Ife students, distinguished members of the press, before I continue with my address, let me also recognize the wife of the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Bamire Abosede. Thank you so much. I also want to recognize the presence of the wife of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Dr. Aderomu Temilade. Can you stand up for recognition? Let me also recognize the presence of the wife of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration. Can you stand up for recognition, sir? Mrs. Akinfala. And Dr. Mrs. Akinyemi, the wife of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Development. Thank you so much for coming. I specifically recognize the 4 of them for the fact that when we started planning these programs, one way or the other, they've contributed to the success of this program. At times, maybe around 12 midnight, you will see the wife of the Vice Chancellor calling me to say, Prof, is it not better for you to add this and that to this program? So we've received a lot of support from the home front. We want to really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense joy, profound gratitude, and a deep sense of institutional pride that I warmly welcome all our distinguished guests, eminent scholars, revered traditional rulers, respected alumni, development partners, staff, students, friends of the universities, ladies and gentlemen, to this historic grand finale of the 65th anniversary celebration of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. Today marks the climax of a remarkable week of celebration, reflection, and renewed commitment to the enduring ideals upon which this great university was founded 65 years ago. Since its establishment in 1961, Obafemi Awolowo University has remained a beacon of academic excellence character formation, innovative research, and national development, producing generations of leaders who continue to shape Nigeria and the global community. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor A.S. Bamire, the Governing Council, Senate, staff, students, alumni, and the entire university community, I especially welcome our distinguished guest lecturer, the cerebral, visionary, and highly accomplished Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. TUNJI ALAUSA, CON, who is ably represented here today by the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, whose exemplary leadership, reform-minded disposition, and unwavering commitment to the advancement of education in Nigeria continue to inspire confidence and hope in the future of our nation's higher education sector. We are deeply honored by your presence and particularly grateful for your lecture titled 65 Years of Excellence, OAU and the Future of Nigerian Higher Education. There could hardly be a more fitting theme for this historic occasion as we collectively reflect on the past, integrate the present, and strategically envision the future of university education in Nigeria. Today's event is further enriched by the launching of the 10 billion naira President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Center of Excellence in Intercultural Dialogue and Youth Empowerment, a landmark initiative designed to promote national cohesion, intercultural understanding, youth development, and transformational leadership. This center represents our enduring belief that universities must remain catalysts for peace building, innovation, and sustainable development. We are equally delighted to honor and celebrate 65 distinguished alumni, friends of the university, past post-chancellors, and committed staff whose invaluable contributions, loyalty, sacrifices, and achievements have continued to elevate the prestige and global reputation of Obafemi Awolowo University. Thank you so much. Today's conferment of special awards is our modest way of expressing gratitude to these exceptional personalities whose lives embody the ideas of excellence, integrity, hard work, and service. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this grand finale also features the commissioning of two highly significant projects, the NIDA Innovation Hub and the Ahmed Adeniji SAN Clinical Legal Education Center. And we are done with the commissioning of the NIDA Innovation Hub by the Honorable Minister of Communication. So after this lecture today, we are going to commission the second building donated by Alhaji Ahmed Adeniji Rajis SAN Clinical Legal Education Center. This project speaks eloquently to our determinations to strengthen digital innovation, entrepreneurship, legal education, and practical capacity development for our students. Permit me to especially acknowledge the dynamic, innovative, and forward-thinking Director General of NITDA, whose unwavering support for technological advancement and digital transformations continues to empower Nigerian universities and youth for global competitiveness. I also wish to profoundly appreciate the distinguished legal luminary, accomplished philanthropist, and steadfast supporters of educational advancement, Alhaji Ahmed Adeniji Raji SAN. Are you in the hall, sir? Can you stand up for recognition, sir? And I'm proud to associate myself with him because it's my senior brother from home. Thank you so much. And also to inform us that he has done this and is also planning to endow professorial chair in the Faculty of Law. I'm sure by today, before you leave, you will announce your figure. Thank you so much. So it's my brother we are from the same area, so we are proud of you, sir. Thank you so much. Please clap for me. So for your generosity and enduring commitment to strengthening clinical legal educations and access to justice through this laudable intervention, we really want to thank you. Furthermore, we gather here today for the foundation laying ceremonies of two additional landmark projects. the Otumba Ruben Famuyibo Family Dispute Resolution Center, and the ultramodern 2,500-seat OAU Space Touch Limited CBT Center. So by the time we are done with this program, we still move on to those sites to do the foundation laying ceremony. We deeply appreciate the immensely respected, community-oriented and philanthropic elder statesman, Otumba Ruben Famuyibo. Where are you, sir? Are you around, sir? Okay. Whose remarkable passion for peace building, conflict resolution, and society harmony has culminated in these invaluable contributions to our university. Similarly, we acknowledge with profound gratitude the enterprising, innovative, and visionary Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Spice Touch Limited, Mr. Segun Okunla. Where are you, sir? Are you in the hall? Can you stand up for recognition? His company is partnering with Obafemi Awolowo University to give us a four-story, multi-story CBT center with 2,500 computer systems. And he promised that that is going to be done within 9 months. So we are also launching the foundation today. We want to really appreciate you. Distinguished guests, as we celebrate 65 years of impactful existence, we are reminded that the true greatness of a university lies not merely in age, but in the quality of its contribution to humanity, national progress, and intellectual advancement. Obafemi Awolowo University has remained steadfast in its commitment to excellence despite numerous challenges confronting higher education in our country. Today, therefore, is not merely a celebration of longevity, it is a celebration of resilience, vision, innovation, and legacy. It is also a call to greater service, deeper collaborations, and renewed investment in the future of Nigerian higher education. As we look ahead, we remain confident that with the continued support of government, alumni, partners, benefactors, and friends of the university, the next chapter of Obafemi Awolowo University will be more glorious, impactful, and globally competitive. Let me at this junction try to quickly recognize some of our alumni that has done some few things in the past for this great university, and they also promise to also support the cause of what we are trying to do today. I have in the house Professor Anthony Olusegun Adebulekwe. Where are you, sir? Can you just stand up, sir, for your recognition, sir? Who donated the Center for Research? If you go to that building now, the building is already functioning. And I don't want to just tag the price, but it's over 1 billion naira. We want to really thank you for that. And he also promised to be part of what we are doing today. Thank you so much, sir. Professor Yusuf Olaolu Ali San. Where are you, sir? Thank you so much. Let people see you, sir. He also donated Center for Innovation. When you get to the axis there, you see the building is coming up. We want to really appreciate you, sir. And he also promised to do more for us on campus. We want to thank you. We have Dr. Sakios Adedeji, who completely renovated the Faculty of Administration, and he has also promised to embark on 3 major projects on campus. Thank you so much. Alhaji Mutada Adeniji Adeyemi. Where are you, sir? Are you in the hall? Can you stand up for recognition? Center for Development. So he gave us that Center for Development building. Fantastic. Maybe in terms of the cost, I'm sure that it's over 2 billion naira. The project is ongoing there, and in the next few months now it's going to be commissioned. He also endowed professorial chair in the Faculty of Science to the tune of 100 million. So we want to really thank you for that. He also renovated the molecular biology lab, and is also mentoring a lot of students under that program. Dr. Ake Ogunbiyi, where are you, sir? Dr. Ake Ubimbi, he has done a lot again for the university, and we are very happy. And he's also going to do more as from today. I've already identified Alhaji Ahmed Raji. Thank you so much, sir. Prince Yemisi Adedoyin Silion, who also donated the ALAUSA status to the tune of 100 million. If you are coming from if you are entering the campus, you see that ALAUSA status there. Thank you so much. Engineer Tosin Nyolorunda, Money Point Innovation Hub. Recently, he donated, he is planning to have an innovation hub worth about 3 billion naira. And also, he has endowed about 1 billion naira fund to the university. Engineer Adeleke, that is OAU golf course, the first university in Nigeria with a golf course. If you are going towards Ede Road there, you will see the golf course. We want to thank you, sir. Mrs. Bukola Dubi, where are you, sir? I can see you. Where are you, ma? Can you just stand up? Recently, Micron Cable endowed 150 million to the Faculty of Engineering. And last year, about 11 million naira was also given to the best student from Faculty of Engineering, and also the best department where that, the department where that best student is from. We want to really appreciate you. Chief Kashintin Adebutu, 120 bed space donation. The construction is going on there. We want to thank you. Sademoladade Komo, I don't know whether you are in here, but the first bottled water plant was donated by his company, and is also trying to partner with OAU to provide 5,000 bed spaces hostel for our students. Okay. So I will reserve the other ones for my Vice Chancellor so that I can wrap up my speech. So we want to really appreciate you. The Vice Chancellor will also appreciate others. I have a long list here, but the VC will continue to appreciate other members. As chairman of the LOC, I wish to express profound appreciation to the visitor, to the university, the federal government of Nigeria, the governing council, university administration, our alumni association worldwide, our donors, partners, sponsors, staff, students, and all stakeholders whose unwavering support made this celebration possible. I also especially commend members of the LOC for their dedication, sacrifices, creativity, and tireless effort throughout the week-long anniversary activities. As we celebrate 65 years of excellence, may we remain steadfast in our commitment to scholarships, innovation, integrity, and service to humanity. May the next chapter of Obafemi Awolowo University be even more glorious, impactful, and transformative. Once again, I warmly welcome you all to this historic occasion and thank you for identifying with the great Ife tradition of excellence. Thank you and God bless you. No problem. So what about guys of me? I'm not worried. Just do it the big one. I know. Okay. Yes. Do it the big one.
Distinguished guests, please let's appreciate the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic and the Chairman of the Planning Committee once again. I've just been informed now that we have the representative of the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Professor Abdullahi Yusuf Ribadu, represented here today by Dr. Esther Imoetinya Mmeka, Director, Directorate of Skills Development and Entrepreneurship. Madam, where are you? the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, with the kind permission of the Minister, permit me to recognize the sponsor of our exhibition. Chodek team is here. We have the Femi Aluko, co-founder, CEO. Where are you, Femi? Lanre Yusuf, where are you? Also member of the team, co-founder. Michael Toyibo, head of youth and expression. And of course, we have Nazar Umar, head of operation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are conscious of time, and that is why we don't want to be introducing our awardees one after the other. By the time we call you, please, we do justice to your name. Mr. Vice Chancellor, with your kind permission, I have the legal right here, with the backing of the Honorable Minister being represented, and the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Professor Yusuf Olaoluwale, please stand and remain standing. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I want people to know and note that Professor Yusuf Olaoluwale has done, in fact, I don't know the type of adjective you can use to qualify him. You can see the way he's standing as if he's standing before me, his lordship. Thank you very much, sir. You will live long. We will continue to appreciate you, particularly if you are from Faculty of Law, please give it to him. Thank you, sir. Please sit down. I just want to tell you that I can ask you to stand up, sir. Special presentation 1. Kami Adewara. Special presentation 1. Special presentation.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, for the special presentation, first of all, we want to inform our guests that the program of events for today is available via this QR code. If you are here and you don't have a physical copy, kindly note this image, scan. We'll give you about 30 seconds to do that. Please do that. We will review, we'll replay it in the course of the meeting so that you can have that. Media team, are you ready? Shortly after the QR code, we will be showing us a very brief documentary about this university. It's supposed to be a 30 minutes long presentation, but it has been abridged now to 6 minutes in the light of the time that we have. After that, we're going to have a brief picture scope, and finally, we're going to have a brief address from one of our sponsors in the person of Chowdek. Media team, over to you. For the benefit of those on the high table, a screen is in
of
front.
Western region of Nigeria,
Which you
first
can
announced
also
in
use.
1960, is intention to establish a university in Western Nigeria. The university that will be of highest standard will open its doors to any student from any part of the country and any part of the world. Established in 1961 as the University of Ife, but renamed on the 12th day of May 1987 in honor of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the first premier of the Western region of Nigeria and one of the founding fathers. Obafemi Awolowo University is a top-rated university in Africa with a mission to nurture a teaching and learning community, advance the frontiers of knowledge, engender a sense of selfless public service, and add value to African culture and tradition. Hence, the motto of the university is for learning and culture. The government of the then Western region then put machinery in motion with the inauguration of the first provincial council, which comprised seasoned technocrats to underscore its seriousness in establishing a university for the Western region of Nigeria, like Dr. Sanya Onabamiro, Chief Frederick Rotimi Alade Williams, Chief Deborah Jibowo, the first Vice Chancellor, Professor Oladile Ajoseph, Chief Samuel Manoa, Sir A.Y. Eke, Mr. O.M. Abiola, Mr. J.A. Adegbite, Mr. Michael Adekunle Ajashin, Mr. J.O. Akpove, Chief Anthony Enaoro, and Mr. J. Samuel. These distinguished Westerners decided to set the ball rolling at the present site of the university. The Provincial Council of the University was formally inaugurated under the chairmanship of Chief Rotimi Williams on the 8th day of June, the year of the Lord 1961. The first academic year of the university commenced officially on the 22nd September 1962 when the first group of students came into residence at the university's temporary campus at Ibadan. Lecture then began in earnest on the 2nd October 1962. From the inception of the university to date, eminent Nigerians, royal fathers of note, have been chancellors of this great university. We have the donor of the land to us, the then Oni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty Oba Adesoji Adiremi. We have Chief Samuel Ladoke Akintola, Premier Western Region. We have Lieutenant Colonel Adekunle Fajuyi, the then Governor of the Western Region. Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the Chancellor, 1967 to 1975. We have His Highness Irijiwa II, the Chancellor, 1975 to 1982. We have Chief Simeon Olashibikan Adebo, Chancellor, 1982 to 1983. We have His Royal Majesty Alhaji Umaru Sandan Dayako, who became the Chancellor between 1984 and 1997. We have His Royal Majesty, the Emir of Katsina Alhaji Muhammadu Kabir Usman, who became the Chancellor between 2001 and 2008 before he joined his ancestors, and he was succeeded by His Royal Majesty Alhaji Abdulmumin Kabir Usman, Emir of Katsina, who became the Chancellor between 2008 and 2015. But in 2015, the federal government of Nigeria appointed Etsu Nope, His Royal Majesty Alhaji Yahaya Abubakar, as the Chancellor of the university, and is occupying the position to date. The initial student enrollment of the university was 244, while the academic staff were 64 and the senior administrative and technical staff were 15. But to God be the glory, we have more than 33,000 students and over 4,000 members of staff. The university, which started with 5 faculties, now has 2 colleges, 13 faculties, 92 departments, 19 centers and institutes, and several units. The initial 5 faculties were the Faculty of Agriculture, Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Economics and Social Sciences, Faculty of Law, and of course, Faculty of Science. As part of its developmental efforts, the university now has 2 colleges, College of Earth Sciences, and of course, Postgraduate College. These are manned by provosts, and additional 8 faculties were added to the existing 5. And these are faculties of administration, basic medical sciences, clinical sciences, and dentistry. Others are Faculty of Technology, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Pharmacy, and Faculty of Environmental Design and Management. Obafemi Awolowo University would not have been what it is today if not for the academic, technical, and the administrative ingenuities of the Vice Chancellors, and of course the pioneer Vice Chancellor, Professor Oladele Ajose, who became the Vice Chancellor in 1962 and ended his tenure in 1966. We have Professor Ezekiah Oluwasami, who became the Vice Chancellor in 1966 and ended his tenure in 1975. Between 1975 and 1978, Professor Ojetunji Aboyade was the Vice Chancellor, while Professor Cyril Agudi Onwumechili became the Vice Chancellor in 1979 and ended his tenure in 1982. Now the tenure of Professor Wande Abimbola, popularly known as Babalawo, he became the Vice Chancellor in 1982 and successfully ended his tenure in 1989. Then we have Professor Caleb Oshotogun, who ruled the university between 1990 and 1991. Then came in a professor from the Faculty of Agriculture, Professor Wale Omale, who became the Vice Chancellor in 1991 and ended his tenure successfully in 1999. Then we have Professor Roger Makanjola, who was appointed the Vice Chancellor in 1999 and ruled the university for 7 consecutive years. Between 2006 and 2011, a world-renowned Professor of Agricultural Engineering, Professor Michael Oladimeji Faborode, was Vice Chancellor and successfully handed over the baton to Professor Bamitale Idowu-Omole, who administered the university for 5 years running. In 2017, Professor Eyitokpe Ogunbodede became the Vice Chancellor and ended his tenure in 2022. That same year, 2022, the incumbent Vice Chancellor, Adebayo Simeon Bamire, an internationally acclaimed Professor of Agricultural Economics with specialty in resource management, assumed duty as the 12th substantive Vice Chancellor of our prestigious university. Having mentioned the Vice Chancellors who have successfully administered the university one way or the other, it is imperative of us to also mention the Chairman of the Governing Council of the university from inception, 1961 till date. And these are Chief Frederick Rotimi Alade Williams, 1961 to 1963. Mr. B. Shumade, 1963 to 1965. Mr. Justice Adeyinka Morgan, 1965 to 1966. Chief T.T. Shularu, 1966 to 1975. Justice C.O. Madarikan, 1975 to 1976. Dr. Ibrahim D. Ahmad, 1976 to 1979. Chief Bayo Kuku, 1980. Chief M.T. Mbu, 1982 to 1983. Professor J.M. Falai, 1984 to 1985. Mr. Arthur C. Mbanefo, 1986 to 1990. Major General Dr. Elrimi, retired, 1990 to 1993. Dr. A.I. Atta, 1993 to 1996. Justice A.N. Aniagolu, 1997 to 1999. Alhaji Shetima Liberty, 2000 to 2005. Professor S.J.F. Skuki, 2005 to 2007. Chief Abiola Morakinyo, year 2009. Dr. Olu Alabi, 2009 to 2012. Professor Roland Ndoma Egba, 2013 to 2016. Dr. Yemi Ogunbiyi, 2017 to 2021. And the current Chairman of Council, Owele Oscar Udoji. To hit the ground running, the first administrative building in the university is now the Faculty of Agriculture, and that building then housed the Office of the Vice Chancellor, Office of the Registrar, Office of the Bursar, and other principal officers of the university before the present administrative building, also known as Senate Building, with its extension nearby. It will be noted that in 1966, Lieutenant Colonel Francis Ade.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for all the... We will acknowledge the fact, we recognize the voice of the narrator in the person of Mr. Abiodun Olariwaju, the Public Relations Officer of the university. He is also in the position to give a quick update. There are some slides that need to be updated on that documentary, particularly with respect to the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council. You will do that verbally. Before he does that, the picture scope, please. Please just go through this slide. This is the 2,500 seats CBT Center. This is the 10 billion President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Intercultural Dialogue and Youth Empowerment Center. Please go ahead. I will refrain from talking too much because the Vice Chancellor will still talk about it. This is the Ahmed Adedinji Raji SAN Clinical Legal Education Center. Yes, go on. Yes, no. Is this all we have? Okay, we'll have more in the course of the program. Before the PRO will just say one or two things about that documentary. So in 2 minutes, so that we can have Chodek, please come forward for your brief presentation.
Yes, thank you very much, Kami Adewara. Please, let's appreciate this computer guru here. Well, as at the time I decided to do the documentary for the university, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamire was recently announced as the Vice Chancellor. So I now decided that some of us should go into archives. You will see that the initial pictures there are black and white, and that was taken before most of us were born. May have been born then because I was born last millennium. We have the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council who is late, and that is Professor Shiyan Oyeweso. But by the grace of God, we have somebody who has been appointed by the federal government to take up the mantle of leadership in that regard. and is here seated, a proud product of this university from the Faculty of Law, His Excellency, Right Honorable Dr. Adejare Bello. And by the grace of God, we said we have 13 faculties then. So the faculty has been increased, and we're going to do justice to that. We're going to go back to the studio to do the editing and whatever we need to do in terms of broadcast journalism. We'll make sure we do that. On this note, I want to call on, please call my brother.
Of the greatest Ife. Yeah, my name is Femi Aluko, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Chowdeck. This is a good message from the team at Chowdeck. I'm really proud of what we see on campus. I finished from Ife in 2015. I studied electrical engineering, and I'm really happy to be here. Chowdeck has become the biggest food delivery app in West Africa, and that journey started from my time here on campus. Earlier on, I met with one of my very early investors, Idris Bello, Mr. Idris Bello. Yeah, and he supported our journey from the beginning, and I think that's the biggest thing that Ife has provided to me as an individual. I got into Ife as literally nobody, and the network and the power of the community that Ife has produced has gotten Chowdeck to where it is so far. So I am really excited. I'm really happy. I'm looking forward to a lot more collaboration that we can do with the school Ife. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank all alumni here. I want to thank the Vice Chancellor. I want to thank everybody that has made this a success. Have a great day.
Yes, thank you very much. In some other universities, they have extracurricular activities. But in Ife, everything we have here, we call it co-curricular activity. The boy that finished from elect, see what he's doing now by the grace of God. Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I humbly invite you to the podium here. Let me see your reactions as I call on the 12th substantive Vice Chancellor of this university, Adebayo Simeon Sunday Bamire, a renowned professor of agricultural economics.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you all to this particular event, marking the grand finale of this university's 65th anniversary. You are all welcome. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf ALAUSA, ably represented by my good friend, colleague, and hard-working Vice Chancellor of the Premier University, University of Ibadan, OAU, Professor K.O. Adebowale, you are welcome, sir. Thank you very much for representing our Honorable Minister. Thanks for your time, because I know you are so busy. You are actually also supposed to be in another meeting, but you just decided to jettison all those meetings and come for this celebration. We appreciate you a lot. Thank you very much. Our Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council of Bafemalo University, Right Honorable Adejare Bello. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for finding time to be here. I want to say one thing here. The Pro-Chancellor and the Council in its entirety decided to give this day for this celebration, because the Council meeting is actually supposed to start today. But they decided to say, no, let's give this day off for this grand celebration. want to appreciate you. And all members of council, thank you very much for this. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor G. Aderomu, who doubles as the chairman of the 65th anniversary Agbarapo of this great institution. Thank you very much for the hard work, and I want to use you as a reference point to appreciate all the local organizing committee, all members that stood up some time ago. Really want to appreciate you. Thanks for your sacrifices. They are actually appreciated. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor E.O. Akifala. Thank you very much. He's also part of the team and he's been doing wonderfully well. We appreciate you for those both seen and unseen ways of presenting yourself. Thank you very much. And then Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Development, Professor A.I. Akinyemi, the manager of 3 fantastic projects. And, well, I will be mentioning them, even though the DVC ACAD had said 1 or 2 things around this. Let me use this platform also to appreciate your spouses who are here. The wife of the... let me start with my wife. Permit me to just start with my wife, please. Dr. Mrs. F.B. Bamire, you are highly appreciated. Thank you very much for your support. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic's wife, Mrs. Aderomu, thank you very much. The wife of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Mrs. Akifala, thank you very much. And the wife of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Development, you are highly appreciated. Thank you very much. Our council members, I'm actually supposed to mention your names one by one, but just grant me this opportunity to just recognize you, appreciating you for all you've been doing. The Honorable Minister is actually in a hurry. He has another appointment. He has to be in Abuja. But we just want to thank him for that. But for those that are here, I think I can see you from afar. I'll just mention the names. Ambassador Seriki. Thank you very much. Our Professor Akifeleye. Thank you very much. Professor Oseni. Merci beaucoup. Professor Farinde. We appreciate you a lot. Professor Ayoka. Thank you very much. Then let me appreciate our, Alaji Kachala. Sorry, thank you very much. And Dr. Rida Etebom. Thank you very much. And Dr. Ajao, you are highly appreciated. Thanks for all this support. The university librarian, Dr. Fadehan, thank you very much. The registrar of the university, Mr. Kamardin Bakari, thank you very much. And then university boss, Mrs. Abogan, the university boss, thank you very much. Let me also recognize all past registrars that are here, all past librarians, all past vice chancellors that are here, all our provosts, the provost of the postgraduate college. Is he here? Okay, thank you very much. The provost of the College of Health Sciences. Oh, thank you very much for the good representation, Freso Kuala. And then all deans, referencing the dean, the chairman committee of deans, Professor Professor Yinka Adeshina. Thank you very much. You are highly appreciated. Professor Umoru, thanks for the representation. We appreciate you. And I want to use this opportunity to actually welcome all our alumni that are here, those that are to be given one award or the other. for this particular celebration for all they've been doing. I want to recognize the Global Alumni President, Barrister Falode. Thank you very much. He's also a member of council, please. Maybe because he's sitting this way, I was unable to quickly capture him there. Thank you very much for all you're doing. I want to use you as a reference point to appreciate all alumni for their various contributions to this great institution. I don't know how to really relate it. And I don't know how to really thank all of them for what they've been doing. It's been marvelous. And we give God the glory for this. I also want to recognize the Executive Director of Origin. Thank you very much. The President of the MyCom Cable and Wire Company Limited. Madam, thank you very much for all you're doing. And also, I will recognize some individuals here so that we'll be able to see what they've been doing and be able to appreciate them for us to emulate such and also continue in that light to really allow the university to make progress in a smooth way. Let me recognize all our students. Great Ife students! Great Ife! Great Ife! Great! Thank you very much. I want to recognize the pupils from staff school. Thank you very much. You are welcome to this ground to learn. I want to recognize everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I just have, I will shorten my speech because of the Honorable Minister that has a journey to make right away. It is with profound gratitude to Almighty God and an immense sense of joy that I warmly welcome you all to the grand finale of the 65th anniversary celebration of this great institution. 65 years ago, we were born, we were founded. And that's not a small milestone. In human years, 65 means you have officially qualified for a senior citizen position. But for an institution like us, 65 means we are just getting warmed up. Since our anniversary activities began on June 1, we have looked back, looked forward, and commissioned projects. But today is the climax. I look around the hall and see a breathtaking gathering of eminent scholars, royal fathers, and industry titans. To our guests, I say welcome back home. To our alumni, welcome back to the capital city of the intellectual universe. And to other universities who may be tuned in to see how we do it, feel free to take notes. The VCUI, we are not charging for any observation, just take notes. Founded in 1961 as University of Ife under the visionary leadership of the immortal Chief Obafemi Awolowo, this institution was conceived as a bold revolutionary experiment. The goal was to provide a world-class education anchored on integrity, scholarship, and character. Over the decades, we have evolved into Africa's most prestigious citadel of learning, and undeniably, the standard by which campus beauty and intellectual rigor are measured. Our motto is for learning and culture. We all know what learning means, but at Ife, culture is the other component that we recognize a lot. It was on this campus that many of our alumni learned how to face tough situations with a straight face and a sharp mind. From these grounds, we have produced hundreds of thousands of graduates who do not just look for jobs, they run industries. Our alumni are leading governments, anchoring global tech firms, just like one of our alumni that just came forward now. They rewrite laws and transform healthcare across the globe. We are proud that despite the various macroeconomic and structural storms confronting our education, Great Ife has remained an unshakable rock of academic distinction. Thank you. Today, we're exceptionally honored to welcome our special guest lecturer, Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf TUNJI ALAUSA, CON, ably represented here by our good friend and colleague, the Vice Chancellor of University of Ibadan. Oh, you better come to OAU. Thanks for coming to deliver a special anniversary lecture titled 65 Years of Excellence, OAU and the Future of Nigerian Higher Education. Sir, the tenure of this minister has been a breath of fresh air, defined by timely interventions through the Needs Assessment Fund, the NEL Fund, and so many other projects that are coming online. But as the Vice Chancellor of OAU, I must quickly appreciate you for two very specific love languages you have shown us. One, your tireless concerted efforts to revive and actualize the high-impact CBN project for the construction of our new Senate complex in our prime administrative zone. Sir, our current office is functional, but we can assure you that the management team is eagerly waiting to move into that ultra-modern complex. So, the representative of the minister, kindly note this. This building is at the prime area, in fact, the center of this university, and we want it quickly completed. The second, your massive backing of the Special High Impact Intervention Project for Engineering and Technology. We were promised that. We hope that will come up not quite long. It is aimed at the comprehensive rehabilitation, modernization, and equipping of our core engineering workshops. Thank you once again, Honorable Minister, for identifying so closely with us. With these interventions, you are not just a guest, you are actively funding the future of Great Ife. As I noted earlier, our anniversary is not just a giant look into the rear view mirror. It is a bold declaration of where we are going. Today, we are putting our money, or rather, your investments, where our mouth is. Today marks the official launch of the 10 billion naira President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Center of Excellence in Intercultural Dialogue and Youth Empowerment. Again, this is not just a structure of blocks and cement. It is a landmark national initiative designed to be an incubator for peaceful coexistence, leadership cultivation, and innovative scholarship. We are building a space where young Africans can learn the heavy trade of nation building. To demonstrate that we are blending our prayers with art, physical infrastructure, today we are executing a major layout of projects. The DVC had mentioned some of them, but I still have to mention the fact that we appreciate for giving us at least 40 minutes of your time to go to commission a project just this morning by the minister, the Honorable Minister of Communications, Innovation, and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani. And it has to do with the commissioning of the NIGERIAN Innovation Hub, a state-of-the-art digital sanctuary facilitated through the exceptional benevolence of the Mother of the Nation and our very own proud, distinguished alumna, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. We are also going to witness the commissioning of the Ahmed Adeniji Raji SAN Clinical Legal Education Center. It's good for us to be there. You see the very good works that had gone on there. A world-class facility donated by our noble alumnus to ensure our law students practice the law before they even wear the wig. Thank you very much, Alhaji. We appreciate you a lot. Thanks also for what you intend to do in terms of the endowment. We wish you all the best, and we pray that God will continue to enable you to do more. We also intend to have the foundation laying for the Otumba Ruben Famuyibo Famuyibo Family Dispute Resolution Center, also of law, advancing our commitment to alternative dispute resolution and community peace. This is really very essential, and we really want to appreciate Otumba Ruben Famuyibo for this. I also want to say that today, there's a foundation laying for the ultramodern 2,500-seat OAU Spice Thought Limited CBT Center, making sure our digital examinations are seamless and tech-driven. Incidentally, the CEO of the company is here, our brother, our friend, Dr. Sheung Okunwola. Please stand up for recognition. You've not been told to stand up. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best as you continue in this. And we pray that by God's grace, as we lay that foundation, we are going to complete it in a very short time. You promised 6 months. We pray it happens that way. There's also, in terms of road infrastructure, the construction of a 350-meter road linking the ICT center to the parks and gardens to ensure smooth intra-campus mobility. Well, the person to do that is here also, Alaji. Please stand up for recognition. Thank you very much. You are highly appreciated. Thanks for your efforts. We pray that by the time we start that, it will be completed in no way, no long time. Let me recognize those that have done some very wonderful things here. We have them seated already. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic mentioned the Center for Research that was built by the only person that had ever recorded 5.0 divided by 5.0 CGPA in this university, Professor Anthony Olusegun Adebulugbe. Thank you very much. Stand up for it. Let them see you, Prof. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And he's always responding to every call. Thank you very much for your time. We know you are all very busy, but thanks for creating this time for your alma mater. We appreciate it a lot. Then comes our Shehu, the Gulia Ingeri of Ilorin, our own Professor Yusuf Ali, SAN, who decided to commit a building for the Center of Innovation. We call it the Weird Innovation Hub. Thank you very much, sir. Do I have the right to tell the Shehu to stand up? Merci beaucoup, Shehu. God bless you mightily. Then we have Alhaji Mortada Adeniji. Thank you very much for that very, 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 I don't know how to even describe it, very big, magnificent building for the Center for Development. It's nice for us to just go there and visit what is happening there. Like we used to say, it's not about the building, but about what is going to take place within the buildings. These are sustainability tracks for the institution. If they are well managed, the institution does not need to wait for even government to do anything as such. We have a lot of resources within the university space that can generate a lot of things for us. And we thank God that they are all there. They are all men and women from the industry wanting to ensure that the industry is actually present within the university space. And this is going to help our students a lot. Let me also recognize again, I've mentioned Alaji Raji. Thank you very much. I don't know whether they've known you. Please stand up for recognition again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are highly appreciated. God will continue to uplift you. Then by his side there, you have Dr. Aki Ogunbiyi. Dr. Akin Ogunbiyi, please stand up for recognition. He single-handedly painted the Faculty of Agriculture twice. Thank you very much for all you do and for coming back at every point in time to the university. We appreciate you a lot. And then I could see Madam Adubi there, the CEO, the president of MyCom Cables. Thank you very much for that 150 million naira endowment for our students. Thanks a lot. This is, we had a special model from her. The first was that she committed, the company committed 11 million to the university, 10 million for the department that produces the best graduating students, and then 1 million for that student. And they had actually done that. Thank you very much, more of that. And that's apart from the 150 million deal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's highly appreciated. Then I want to also say that we have a lot of people that have been contributing. We have engineer Lanre Adeleke, marvelous. He is a friend to the university, a friend of so many people here, and he had committed himself to building an 18-hole golf course for the university. That's already there, and the clubhouse I learned is being tiled now. We want to thank him. I want to pray that God will continue to increase him in all areas. I also want to recognize Money Point, Tosin Enioloruda, with his endowment of a 1 billion naira, to fund to our students. And then committed himself also to building an innovation hub also in the ICT center there. I think that is what, about 3 billion naira? Let's clap for them. It's not easy to cough out 1 billion. But we really thank God for all that is happening within the space of this great institution at a time like this. The list is actually long. We also have metrics. The last time we were here, metrics was promised to do something. But when we checked and we checked and checked, the department had actually consulted him to building a new department for them. And he had consented to that. A new building. If you see, that building was not actually. So you see so many things coming up. Not to talk of our various alumni in their individual and chapter forms supporting the university in terms of renovation of and rehabilitation of our hostels, student hostels, and even giving the faculties various opportunities to thrive, renovating the classrooms, innovating the boardrooms, and all that, providing equipment in various forms. We really appreciate all of you. And just not quite long, GS Farms came to our teaching and research farm and said, this is a farm that he will want to transform. He's also an alumnus, very close to us there. GS Farms, thank you very much. He just came back just because of this particular event. We appreciate you a lot. May God continue to uplift you. Alaja Anko. Oh, Alaja, thanks for the care. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot. I also want to appreciate the Canadian Education Center. Thank you very much, Dr. John Adeniyi. Thanks for all you are doing for our students, scholarships, everything that our students need. They go there to be guided on how to obtain all this. Thanks for that building edifice. Thanks for the renovation. We appreciate you a lot. Let me use the opportunity to recognize our this past VC, Professor Faborode, Mike Faborode. Thank you very much for all you're doing. He's been guiding us and he's been assisting in various ways. Thanks for all you do. And those people that we are actually given the opportunity to go all out and represent us the more, in other universities. The Vice Chancellor of UNILAG, is he here? She's not here for now. The Professor Folashade, you know, we gave her to UNILAG just to ensure that she's able to manage that place. Professor Egbewole of Unilorin, oh, wonderful. Thank you for that good representation. We just gave him to Unilorin. Just go and guide them there and let them have the best of what we do here. We have the professors here. All VCs that are here, please kindly stand up for recognition. Yeah. They are all from FUMED, King's University, from the Federal Medical University. Thank you very much, my sister. And then from Professor Irioye, Achievers University. Continue to achieve. And then Union Shu. Oh, thank you very much for the representation. Thank you. Clement. And then University Tech U. Shola, Professor Shola Ajayi. They are all there. And we have registrars, we have bursars all around the globe there in all the various universities. Thank you very much for all you are doing, projecting the image of the university and moving the university forward. So let me just end this talk. A tree cannot make a forest, and definitely a university cannot eat 65 years without deep-rooted pillars. Today, we are proudly honoring 65 distinguished individuals, a perfect match for 65 years. These include exceptional alumni, friends, and university, past pro-chancellors, and committed staff whose loyalty, financial sacrifices, and outstanding achievements have kept the great Ife banner flying high. To the federal government of Nigeria, the government and wonderful people of Osun State, our alumni chapters worldwide, and our corporate donors, we say a massive thank you. And to my indefatigable staff, teaching and non-teaching, and exceptionally resilient, creative students, thank you for your daily sacrifices. You are the reason why, despite everything, the soul of this university remains vibrant and unmatched. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we step past this grand finale into the future, let us carry the enduring ideals of this citadel with us. Excellence, integrity, diligence, and raw courage. May Obafemi Awolowo University continue to flourish as an unquenchable beacon of knowledge, robust character, and transformative leadership for Nigeria, and for Africa, and also for the entire world. Once again, I want to welcome you in the name of God to the grand finale of Great Ife at 65. Enjoy the lecture to be given by the Honorable Minister of Education. Enjoy the hospitality of Ife, and may God bless you all. Great Ife! Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, the Vice Chancellor. Please, let's give it to Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamira once again. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how it stands, but I know that Professor Kayode Adebowale of the University of Ibadan is used to. May I ask all the graduating students to stand and remain standing? My Vice Chancellor, sir, may I ask you to please stand and remain standing? May I humbly request, sir, that you come here, sir? Emma Babaya. Here, sir. Yes. I want to call on one of the university orators, Dr. Oluwadamilola Adejumo, to please come forward to read the citation. Please, let our applause be gender sensitive.
The Pro-Chancellor, sir. On April 18, 1965, the birth of a male child was announced by the ALAUSA family of Ekpe, Lagos State, Nigeria. Their joy knew no bounds, and the baby was named Maruf Olatunji ALAUSA. As young Maruf grew up, it was crystal clear that this was a young boy with an exceptionally brilliant mind. His early years were characterized by exceptional academic performance, and it was therefore not a surprise when the young Tunji was admitted into the Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery program at the University of Lagos. In 1993, he obtained his MBBS degree, bringing to reality what was spoken concerning him in his early years. Based on his love for internal medicine and in the quest for specialization in this field of medicine, Tunji ALAUSA proceeded to the Royal Bolton Hospital and the University of Newcastle in the United Kingdom for his residency training. In 1997, he proceeded to the Cook County Hospital in Chicago for the next stage of his residency as a chief medical resident. Still in the quest for specialization, he opted for training in the field of nephrology and hypertension at the Medical College of Wisconsin, United States of America from 2002 to 2004. Pro-Chancellor Sir Tunji ALAUSA became a fellow in nephrology and hypertension in the year 2004. As someone with a sound intellectual capacity and academic inclination, Olatunji had a brief stint with the academia. He worked as an assistant professor at the Rush University Medical School and published several papers in high-impact academic journals. Dr. ALAUSA is a man of many parts. While in the United States, he functioned not only as a physician, but also as a healthcare entrepreneur. In 2004, he founded and served as executive chairman of the Kidney Care Center with about 17 locations across the United States of America. Dr. ALAUSA built partnerships with the United States and Nigerian medical centers, creating substantial job opportunities across United States and in his home country, Nigeria. As a grassroots and community-oriented individual, he has made significant impact in his community, providing optimal care for patients with chronic kidney diseases in underserved communities. Dr. ALAUSA is not just a medical personnel. He's not only an health entrepreneur, he's also a philanthropist and an academic. In the military era in the 1990s, notably, Dr. ALAUSA was a renowned activist who gave huge support to NADECO exiles during the pro-democracy era in the 1990s. In recognition of his unwavering commitment to the Nigerian dream and the renewed hope agenda, Dr. ALAUSA was appointed as the Honorable Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare in the year 2023. He served alongside the coordinating minister, Professor Muhammad Ali Pati. His background in nephrology and public health shaped his diagnostic and data-driven approach. And as Minister of State, he recorded several achievements. Pro-Chancellor, sir, time will not permit me to list these achievements, but please permit me to refer us to page 12 of the brochure that has been given to us. We'll see achievements including increase in enrollment in tertiary institutions across Nigeria, waiving of unnecessary bureaucracy for recruitment into tertiary hospitals, and so many other achievements to his credit. He ran the health ministry with a clinician's lens, covering major gaps and addressing key issues that are bedeviling the Nigerian health sector. He served as Minister of State until October 2024, when he was appointed as the Honorable Minister for Education. Upon his appointment as the Minister of Education, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. ALAUSA hit the ground running with the introduction of strategic and innovative reforms under the Nigeria Education Education Sector Renewal Initiative, NESRI. There are several achievements to his credit, but permit me, Pro-Chancellor, sir, to mention that he was responsible for the integration of artificial intelligence into the national curriculum. He reintegrated over 90,000 children into the school system as of April 2026. He oversee the overhaul of the technical and vocational education and training program to ensure that we are raising graduates and skilled children with employable skills. He introduced the Student Venture Capital Grant Support for Students. He coordinated institutional governance, coordinating affairs in TED Fund and other institutions to ensure a smooth running of Nigeria's educational system. Ladies and gentlemen, notably, Dr. ALAUSA negotiated the landmark agreement with ASU, which became effective in January 2026. And this has contributed significantly to stabilizing university calendars across the tertiary institutions in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency has been rightly described as a technocrat minister with a diagnostic and data-driven reform style. This has earned him several awards and recognitions. Time will not permit me to reel out all of these awards, but permit me to mention that in year 2025, he was awarded the most innovative cabinet minister in April 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, he got the award by the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization America for transformational leadership. And let me mention that twice, on two different occasions, Dr. TUNJI ALAUSA has been recognized as America's best physician for clinical excellence. First in 2007 and also in 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. ALAUSA was awarded the national honor of Commander of the Order of the Niger, conferred by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on June 12, 2025, as part of the Democracy Day honors in recognition of his contribution to democracy and educational reforms. Notably, Dr. ALAUSA was the only serving minister among the 102 honorees at this occasion. Dr. ALAUSA is a fellow of various international medical bodies, and he remains a prominent figure in the Nigerian American diaspora, recognized for his commitment to using global technocratic expertise to solve local developmental challenges. Pro-Chancellor, sir, my Vice-Chancellor, I present to you today a world-renowned board-certified nephrologist, a health entrepreneur of no mean repute, a well-respected academic, a humane physician, an activist, a visionary public servant known for his pragmatic approach and reform-driven leadership. I present to you the man spearheading the renewal of the Nigerian educational sector. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the multidimensional and multi-perspective reformer, Dr. Maruf Olatunji ALAUSA.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's a very difficult thing. You know, you are standing there. They are reading citation and accolades. That is quite intimidating. And you ask yourself, and you know that it does not belong to you. You see the difficult situation in which I am, or that I have been, standing there. It's a big privilege for me to be with you this afternoon. And I know that the time is fast spent, but for very little time, I want us to just take some time so that we'll be able to listen to the lecture of the Honorable Minister of Education. You see, even remembering his name, you know, it's already becoming a problem. Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, CON. Each time I mention the article I, just know that that article I does not belong to me. It belongs to someone else. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, the Right Honorable Adejare Bello, other members of the Governing Council of this great university, and permit me to specially recognize a distinguished among you, a distinguished MNI that is there. Which SEC are you? SEC what? SEC 38. Okay. SEC 38 of 2016. I am SEC 39 of 2017. So you know that I know. Vice Chancellor of this very great university, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamire, a very great friend and colleague. I also appreciate your amiable wife. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor G.A. Aderomu, and also the amiable wife. Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Rokpo Akinfala, and the amiable wife. Deputy Vice Chancellor Research, Innovation, and Development, Professor Akane Akinyemi, and I think the wife is also there, and the amiable wife. The Registrar, Mr. Kamarudin Bakare, the University Librarian, Dr. Kemi Fadeon, the Bossa, Mrs. Toyin Abogon, all distinguished professors that are present here. Permit me to also recognize the former Vice Chancellor and the former Secretary General of the Committee of Vice Chancellors, Professor Mike Faborode, the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, NUC, who is also ably represented, all members, all professors and academic staff, members of the Senate and congregation of this great university, the alumni and alumna of this great university, both home and abroad, all our distinguished guests, development partners, gentlemen of the press, Great Ife. Great Ife. Great. You see, I didn't call greatest UI. I called Great Ife. I don't know why the Vice Chancellor was calling UI, when he wanted to call UI, there will be OAU that will be inside it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before we came here for this program, we were at the commissioning of the Nitida Innovation Hub that was commissioned by the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Professor Bosun Tijani. And from what I can see there, I can see that the Innovation Hub, including all the facilities that are there, they are not just facilities for today. They are facilities for tomorrow, facilities for the future. So let me congratulate the university. These are some of the things I'm going to take back. You ask me to take some things back. So the lecture. Let me begin by acknowledging the sacred soil on which we stand, which is Ile-Ife, the cradle of Yoruba civilization, the land of the dawn. For 65 years, the dawn of modern, rigorous, and transformative higher education in Nigeria. When I, as the minister, received the invitation to speak at this 65th anniversary, I felt not just honor, but a deep sense of responsibility. As the Honorable Minister of Education, I have visited many institutions across our federation, but OAU is different. OAU is a testament. OAU is a statement. Obafemi Awolowo University is a testament to the vision of one of our greatest founding fathers, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, and to the resilience of the Nigerian spirit. Today, we gather under the theme, 65 years of excellence, honoring the past, engineering the future. But I have titled this lecture, which is my address, as the 65 years of excellence, Obafemi Awolowo University, and the future of higher education in Nigeria. So for the next few minutes, permit me to walk you through 3 corridors. First, a proud remembrance of where we have come from. Second, a sober assessment of where we stand today as a nation in higher education. And third, a bold, practical blueprint for engineering the future with Obafemi Awolowo University as a flagship. First, the vision of a statesman. It was in 1961. Nigeria was barely a year old as an independent nation. The air was thick with possibility. In the western region, Chief Obafemi Awolowo dreamt of a university that will break the colonial mold. He did not want a mere elitist finishing school. He wanted a people's university. A university that will combine academic excellence with social relevance, with deep research, and also, importantly, with community service. So, University of Ife was born out of a radical vision. Let me remind you, this was not a London-derived college. You knew why I paused. Don't worry. I try to manage the mouth that I'm carrying. I am carrying the mouth of the Honorable Minister. So I should not combine it with any other mouth. So let me suppress that mouth that wanted to speak. This was not a London-derived college. It was a homegrown, forward-looking university that from day one prioritized Nigeria's needs, prioritized Africa's perspectives and also global standards. The motto of the university, it has been said so many times, is for learning and for culture. This motto reflects the university's commitment to providing a broad, well-rounded education that celebrates and integrates Africa's cultural traditions. And the university is often referred to as Great Ife, which signifies its reputation, its academic excellence, and also its intellectual distinction. This university also is an architecture of ideas. When you look around, the physical design of this campus, the winding roads, the interlocking faculties, the centrality of the library, it was not just accidental. It was designed to encourage cross-pollination of ideas. The Obafemi Awolowo great mind was never meant to be siloed. An engineer was supposed to debate politics with an historian. A medical student was to understand economics. And that interdisciplinary spirit is Obafemi Awolowo's gift to Nigeria. We cannot honor the past without naming the heroes. There are so many heroes. But let me just move very quickly. You have produced countless people that have shaped our national life. Even in the diaspora. The great Ife brand commands respect because of the quality of mind that the institution has consistently produced. Let me also be honest with you. The past was not all glory. This university has known storms, military invasions, student protests, funding droughts, brain drain. But through every crisis, Obafemi Awolowo University demonstrated resilience. The famous Ali Must Go protest may have started elsewhere, but the intellectual fire that fueled them was forged in this university. Obafemi Awolowo University taught Nigeria that a university is not a glorified secondary school. It is the conscience of a nation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I see, and let me talk about the legacy of excellence in numbers. Permit me to just draw some data points. I'm sure that very close or over 200,000 graduates has passed through the gates of this university. Alumni that occupy position in every sector, from the United Nations to the African Union, Silicon Valley to the CBN. Research output from Obafemi Awolowo University remains among the highest in the West African sub-region. The Obafemi Awolowo Teaching Hospital has served millions, saving lives and training generations of doctors. We honor this past not to bask in nostalgia, but to draw lessons. The lessons very clear. When Nigeria invests in visionary education, Nigeria wins. Let me quickly go to the perspective of the minister in terms of the state of higher education in Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the Minister of Education, I cannot stand here and pretend that all is well. We faced formidable challenges. First is in terms of access and capacity. Nigeria has over 300 universities right now, but our carrying capacity is far below that demand. Over 2 million qualified candidates apply for less than 500,000 university spaces annually. And this is like a ticking time bomb. What of funding? Federal allocations to education has historically hovered between 5 to 8% of our national budget, far below the UNESCO recommended between 15 and 20%. As a result, we have infrastructural decays, laboratories that lack equipment, libraries that cannot subscribe to modern journals. What of in terms of quality and relevance? I also see a gap between what our universities teach and what the economy needs. Many graduates leave with certificates but without critical thinking, without digital skills or entrepreneurial competence. We also have and contending with brain drain, which is the Japa syndrome. Our best lecturers, brightest graduates are living in the droves of Europe, of North America, and also in the Gulf. I see this as hemorrhage of our talent. I'm sure that with the development in some parts of the world, it's already reducing this. Also, research and development. Nigeria spends less than 0.2 GDP on research and development. In contrast, Israel spends over 4%, South Korea nearly 5%. We cannot engineer a future on that kind of investment. But I can tell you that there is hope. Despite the challenges, I am an optimist, because where you find problems, you also find problem solvers. The Nigerian universities, especially the Obafemi Awolowo universities, are full of problem solvers. The federal government, under His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, is committed to a new deal for education. You see that we've renamed the ministry to be Federal Ministry of Education, re-emphasizing its coordinating role. We are implementing the National Policy on Education in a revised form. We now have the student loan scheme, which is NELFund, Nigerian Education Loans Fund, to ensure that no student abandons their dream due to poverty. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, government alone cannot do it. We need universities like the Obafemi Awolowo University to lead the change. And that is the part 3 of this presentation, which is engineering the future. Obafemi Awolowo University and the future of higher education in Nigeria. Let me turn to the future. In the past 65 years, we are about building excellence. The next 35 years is leading to a centenary, must be about engineering a sustainable, relevant, and globally competitive model in higher education. And I want to propose today 7 strategic pillars for this engineering process. The first is curriculum reform for the 21st century economy. The world has moved from information age to the age of artificial intelligence. I'm impressed by what I see, what I have seen in this university today. And it is going to form substantial.
Check.
The pillar 1 is curriculum reform for the 21st century economy. As I said earlier, the world has moved from information age to the age of artificial intelligence. And our curriculum must reflect this. First is digital literacy as foundational. It is important that every Obafemi Awolowo student, whether studying English or civil engineering, must graduate with core digital skills, data analysis, coding basics, artificial intelligence literacy, and cyber security awareness. Second is entrepreneurship integration. We cannot keep producing job seekers. We cannot keep producing job seekers. We must produce job creators. Entrepreneurship should not be an elective. It should be a compulsory credit-bearing course with practical projects. Let me just say that there is an initiative that the Federal Ministry of Education is already midwifing. It is, the pilot plant has started with a number of universities. It is called EIBIC, E-I-B-I-C, Entrepreneurship, Innovation, Business and Incubation Certification. And this initiative will allow students to acquire innovation, enterprise, and skill sets that is required to develop ventures and startups. I'm sure that this ABIC will be able to handshake with NITIDA Innovation Hub that we have witnessed today. Because it involves innovation, it involves thinking, it involves risk-taking abilities, and also business management, irrespective of disciplines. And it will also be able to bring out and identify entrepreneurship components across all our degrees. The implication of that is that if somebody is having a degree, studying a degree in Agric, apart from having that degree, he will also be able to look at the components, of business. So there will be agripreneurship that he will also be able to take, and it also has certification. So the process is already on ground, and it involves a curriculum for a number of years. And the curriculum will include early talent discovery, startup pathways, enhanced career prospect, and importantly, wealth generation. It's already in a number of universities. I'm not sure whether Obafemi Awolowo University is among. University of Lagos is there. University of Ibadan is also there among, the pilot plan. Also, we should be able to allow liberal arts to meet with STEM. The STEM that we are talking about is going to be STEAMM. Science, technology, engineering, the liberal arts, mathematics, and medical sciences. Because the most innovative economy blend arts, humanities, and sciences. For example, in Harvard is the Faculty of Arts and Sciences. So, Obafemi Awolowo University should pioneer this model. Also, local content and global standards. Our curriculum must be able to solve Nigeria's problem. In terms of food security, in terms of energy poverty, in terms of public health, and also housing. While at the same time, we should also be able to meet international benchmarks. The second pillar is on research and innovation ecosystem. A university that does not research is a glorified secondary school. We must transform Obafemi Awolowo University into a research powerhouse. How? Number one, to establish a university research and innovation fund. And the federal government will be able to provide seed grant matched by private sector and alumni. There must also be commercialization of our researches. Our research should not just be published. You either publish or perish. It should now be innovate or stagnate. Our researches should not be gathering dust wherever they are. We need tech transfer offices to patent and commercialization discoveries. From cassava processing to renewable energy, Obafemi Awolowo University research must be able to reach the market. Apart from this, there must also be collaborative hubs. I challenge, and it's already happening, not even knowing that there is going to be the NITIDA innovation. It was written here, I challenge OAU to partner with NITIDA, with NASENI, in order to establish a national center for AI and emerging technologies here in Ile-Ife. And I've already been told that it's going to serve as a hub for the entire Southwest. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we must also revive the academic journal system. Obafemi Awolowo University should host open access, peer-reviewed journals that will become Africa's leading publication platforms. The third pillar is funding models and financial sustainability. We cannot rely solely on dwindling government allocation. We must be able to diversify. I'm excited with the number of alumni and alumna that are present here today. There is no doubt that universities of the 21st century belongs to the alumni. But it is important that universities develop a relationship with the alumni. There are many universities that do not have relationship with alumni. If you don't have relationship with a person, how will you be able to go to the person and say, come and give back? So the first is to be able to develop the database for all the alumni and to be able to tell them from time to time updates and developments about their university. That is when they can look back to give back. Alumni Endowment Fund. Great Ife alumni are spread across the globe. Many of them are very wealthy, and I can see many wealthy alumni here seated. So therefore, we need a structured, professionally managed alumni endowment that targets a lot of, and I can see how audacious the Vice Chancellor is. Vice Chancellor, listen to me. The Vice Chancellor is very audacious. He was talking about 20 billion. When he mentioned 20 billion, I was seated very close to him. I said, if I see 20 million naira, I will just collapse like this. Don't worry, as audacious as you are, it is something that is doable. There should also be public-private partnerships, and I'm sure let private companies build hostels, build cafeteria, even labs, in exchange for long-term leases. Once you have the memorandum of understanding, and it is very clear that when you recoup, when whosoever that is investing recoup his investment back, he returns back. It is built, operate, and transfer, because no one can own government property. Build, operate, and transfer, BOT. Students in these hostels, students will be able to pay affordable fees, and the university will focus on what they know how to do best, on academics. There should also be internally generated revenue expansion, in one way or the other. The fourth pillar is digital transformation and smart campus. The COVID-19 has taught us that the future of education is hybrid. We must not return to the old normal. We must leap into the new normal. Number one is blended learning. Every course should have an online component using our own Nigerian platforms, not just foreign ones. There are so many foreign ones. But it is good for us to also be able to build, Nigerian platform. Second is smart classrooms. To equip our lecture theaters with modern AV, recording capabilities, real-time translation for even our multilingual nation. There should also be open educational resources. OAU should lead a national movement of free, high-quality digital textbooks and lecture notes, even in Nigerian languages, in Yoruba, in Hausa, in Igbo, in Pidgin English. And also, we must have digital library that is accessible to all students in the faculty with subscriptions that have global databases. Fifth pillar, faculty welfare and a way of stemming brain drain. let me inform you that we cannot build a future with demoralized lecturers. It's one of the achievements of the present administration. So many, in terms of, when you calculate the number of days that university doors have been closed, perhaps not closed physically, but closed to lectures and receiving of students, you will see that the ratio is very high, not comparable with anywhere in the world. A university cannot run like that. But however, the federal government is committed to implementing the federal FGN ASU agreement in phases. Vice Chancellor, you know that Qatar is already on the ground. I hope you have implemented Qatar here. Has Qatar been implemented? The next is research grants. Research grants and also sabbaticals. Lecturers need time and money. There is no way that anyone can use a salary to procure research. So every lecturer, should be able to, access grants globally and also be eligible for paid sabbatical every 7 years, every 6 years, of continuous work. Next is career progression clarity. I know that no more ambiguous promotions. We will continue to work with the National Universities Commission to standardize and accelerate promotions for exceptional researchers. Apart from that, there should be return and retention programs. For Nigeria's PhD abroad, we will create return fellowships that will offer competitive packages, even in terms of housing and research support. The sixth pillar is student-centric systems and welfare. Our students, the students of the future, demand more than lectures. They demand well-being, support, and then a voice. First is mental health services. Every faculty should have a counselor. There should be mental health policy in the university. Because these young ones, if you see some of the challenges that they go through and they are not able to discuss it with anyone, but when we have the policy in every university and then there are counselors, there are so many things that they will be able to step. We have noticed over the years now that you see undergraduate students wanting to commit suicide. There are cases in many of the universities that we have now. So therefore, there should be mental health policies that, should be in the university. The NELFund student loan access. I am sure that Obafemi Awolowo University already have a dedicated desk in order to help student access, that students access the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. NELFund officials are ready. There can be sensitization programs, that is organized so that we will have more students incorporated there. It's very clear. NELFund is very clear. At the beginning, it was as if it will not succeed. But I can tell you, the foundation of NELFund is a foundation that is enduring. Enduring foundation. It will continue. There should also be work-study programs, on-campus jobs that will allow students not only to earn, but also to learn. I also encourage the Vice Chancellor to institutionalize a student government academic Senate forum that we meet quarterly in order to resolve issues before they explode. The pillar 7 is community engagement and national development. I am sure that you know that Obafemi Awolowo's vision is a people's university. That means that we cannot be every tower that is just isolated from Ife and also from Nigeria. So there must be, number 1, community extension services. Medical students should be able to do rotations in rural clinics. Engineering students should be able to help local communities build boreholes or solar grids. Law students should be able to offer pro bono legal aid. That is community services. Second, incubation of local enterprises. The university should run a business incubator that will help small businesses in Ile-Ife to digitize, to brand, and also to access markets. There should also be policy research for government. Obafemi Awolowo University should become a go-to think tank for Osun State and also the federal government on education, on health, on agriculture, and also on technology policy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I'm preparing to round up, I have a special charge to the Great Ife family. First, to the Vice Chancellor and to Senate. Let me announce to you that you are custodians of this legacy. Do not be afraid of radical reforms. You can convene a future of OAU Summit. Invite alumni, invite students, invite industry, invite government. Produce a 10-year strategic plan. And I promise that the federal government will support its implementation. To our faculty, you are the fire. Without you, there is no learning. I know that you might be overworked and paid very well, but I appeal to you, stay, fight, and innovate. The future that we want will not come from the diaspora. It will come from your classrooms, from your laboratories. It is also important for you to mentor the next generation of African scholars. To the students, Great Ife, you are not just the leaders of tomorrow, you are the change makers of today. But I urge you, use your voice responsibly. You can engage in activism, but make sure that it is informed, it is constructive, and it is lawful. Even when you challenge authority, also be able to propose solutions. Your education is not a certificate, it is a weapon. Sharpen it very well. To the alumni, you have built mansions, you have built corporations, hospitals, government. I urge you, come back and build your alma mater. And I'm sure that there is a launching today, which is the Great Ife Legacy Endowment. I ask all the alumni chapters, whether in the United States, in the United Kingdom, in Canada, in Nigeria or elsewhere, to make a pledge. Let us raise the 5 billion naira in 5 years. Or do you want it to be less than 5 years? Let us raise it today. And whatsoever that you raise is not for government, it is for Obafemi Awolowo University. To the host community, which is Ile-Ife, I want to thank you for 65 years of hospitality. This university will not exist without your land, without your peace, and without your support. We pledge that the university will continue to be a responsible neighbor. In areas where we can employ your sons, we will do, your sons and daughters. In areas that will be able to support development, we will be sure we will support. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I say that the dawn is here. 65 years ago, when the founders of this university broke the ground, they did not have certainty, but they had vision. They did not have easy funding, but they had sacrifice. They neither have internet or AI, but they had intellectual rigor and moral courage. Today, we face different challenges, but the same spirit that built Great Ife must now re-engineer it. Let me leave you with this charge. The future of higher education in Nigeria will not be built by governments alone. It will be built by universities like Obafemi Awolowo University that dare to be different, that dare to lead. We want an OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University, that will produce the next Nobel laureate in science and economics. That will become first Nigerian university in a top global ranking, probably of 100. We want an Obafemi Awolowo University that will create an indigenous electric vehicle from faculty and students' research. We want an Obafemi Awolowo University that will be able to host Africa's Center for Climate and Green Technology. We want an Obafemi Awolowo University that will be able to demonstrate that public universities can also be world-class. It is possible. It is not a dream. It is an engineering project. And engineering begins with a decision to build. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today let us decide. Let us decide that the next 65 years will exceed the first 65 years. Let us decide that our children will study in a Nigeria where every qualified child gets a university education. Let us decide that research that will solve malaria, but not just continue to describe it. Let us decide that an Obafemi Awolowo degree will be a global gold standard again. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dr. Maruf TUNJI ALAUSA, CON, Honorable Minister of Education, Federal Republic of Nigeria, I greet all of us.
Now, please, we can do much better for the Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Professor Kayode Adebowale, who has fantastically represented the Honorable Minister of Education excellently. So, with due respect, can you step forward there? I humbly call on the Vice Chancellor and the Pro-Chancellor of our university to please step forward to give honor to whom honor is due. You've done well, sir. And I want to appreciate you for describing Ife in superlative terms. I call on the University Librarian, Dr. Kemi Fadil, to please come, please sit down, to please come forward. Bossa, please come forward. The university registrar, please come forward.
On this hill we got enough 65 years standing proud, stone by stone and dream by dream. You have shaped our destiny, from the halls of learning bright to the nations far and wide.
Just.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the council and the management of the Obafemi Awolowo University, this is to be presented to the Honorable Minister of Education in Nigeria, Dr. Marufdin TUNJI ALAUSA, for his service to the nation and for finding time to be here, though in a representative capacity, to deliver this lecture. And listening to the lecture, we could see that the lecture is foreseeing the future in actual sense of it. And we hope and pray that all that were professed in that lecture notes will come to fruition by the special grace of God Almighty. We appreciate the lecture. We appreciate the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, the premier university, for abandoning all other many things he has there to do and to come here to learn the more from Obama University. We thank you, sir. And our profound regards to the Honorable Minister, sir. Thank you, sir.
Every seed planted in faith still makes this campus glow.
Yes, thank you very much. Please, let's put our hands together as they go back to their seats. We are very much conscious of time, and permit me to call on the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic, Professor Adeshola Aderomu, to please come forward for a very brief presentation.
Thank you so much. I'm going to give us the overview of what we are trying to launch today. And that is the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Intercultural Dialogue and Youth Empowerment Center at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. Just to let us know that last Wednesday, it was pre-launched by the Executive Secretary of TED Fund, Architect Echono. And today, we are trying to do the final launching of this project. And I want to say that a comprehensive plan for the establishment of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Center for Excellence in Intercultural Dialogue and Youth Empowerment at OAU is hereby presented. And we also believe that there is an urgent need for institutional frameworks that promote national unity and intercultural dialogue, youth empowerment and leadership development, innovation and entrepreneurship, and also policy research and global engagement. So the center is envisioned as a world-class facility dedicated to fostering intercultural understanding, youth development, leadership training, innovation, and policy dialogue within Nigeria and also across Africa. So this diagram is showing us what the dream is going to look like. It's a 10 billion naira worth of project, and then we have different facilities within the structure. There is the lecture hall is there. We have about, there are 3 components there. We have the academic and conference complex, which comprises about 1,000 seat auditorium, lecture theaters, we have 3 of them, seminar and training rooms, simultaneous translation facilities, offices for researchers and fellows, policy and data laboratories, dialogue, digital library and archives, That is one component. We also have the second component, which is Youth Innovation Hub and Cultural Exhibition Pavilion, which comprises co-working spaces, technology incubation labs, startup accelerator facilities, exhibition galleries, heritage and cultural display spaces, and also amphitheater for performances. And thirdly, there is the third component, which is the residential guest facilities plus external infrastructure, because the idea is to have a complete infrastructure that can house a lot of the youth for a minimum of 1 week to like 3 months when they are here for training. So there's going to be a residential facility within the premises with about 100 rooms. And the focus is more of even attracting a lot of youth, not in Nigeria alone, but from Africa to this center. So that is the structure we are looking at. And we hope that we should be able to raise this 10 billion naira to really achieve this particular project. So, as I said, the aims of the center, we identify about 6 aims of this center. Number 1, we are trying to promote intercultural dialogue and national integration. Number 2, we are trying to provide leadership and capacity building programs for the youth, and also serve as a research hub for policy and governance studies. It will also support innovation, entrepreneurship, and technology development, also to host national and international conferences for the youth, and also to facilitate collaborations between academia, government, and the industry. So, as I mentioned the other time, 3 major components. And the cost of the first component, which is the academic and conference complex, is about 3.5 billion naira. And we've listed all the components within that. Then the second is the Youth Innovation Hub, and that one will go up about 2.5 billion naira. And the last one, which is the residential and guest facilities, plus external infrastructure, will go up 4 billion naira, totaling 10 billion naira. So in terms of the outcomes of this particular center, we've identified about 5 expected outcomes. Number 1 is to train over 10,000 youths annually. So that is one of the major aim of this center, to train minimum of 10,000 youths annually, not in Nigeria alone, but all over Africa. And it will also serve as a hub for international conferences for the youth. It will also promote national unity and cultural understanding, and also source of funding for sustainability and improving the investment portfolio of the university. As slightly said by the speaker, we are also saying that government alone cannot fund the university, and the university must also look at alternative way of funding itself. So now for this project now, we have a lot of sustainability model that we ensure that this project is sustained beyond it. So if we're able to raise the 10 billion and this project is up and running, the sustainability of this project is already guaranteed. And it will also reduce unemployment rate among other expected outcomes. So in terms of conclusion, we are saying that the Intercultural Dialogue and Youth Empowerment Center represents a strategic investment in Nigeria's future. It will serve as a flagship institution for youth development, cultural integration, and global engagement. The proposed 10 billion naira investment is justified by the scale, the functionality, and the long-term impact of the center. This is just the summary of what we are launching today. And I want to say that TED Fund, represented by the ES last week, already launched this project, and I'm sure that the Vice Chancellor will give more information on this. So this is our story for now. Thank you so much.
In your courts
also has presented, sir, to the Vice Chancellor of this great university. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. This is the planned program and project for the Intercultural Dialogue and Youth Empowerment Center of Obafemolo University, Ile-Ife, Nigeria. I'm handing this over to the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council to hand over to the Honorable Minister. Thank you very much.
The Vice Chancellor and members of Council, eminent scholars, and my guests that are there, this afternoon, we are happy to present to the Honorable Minister who is instead. We have here the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ibadan, Professor Adebowale. We are presenting this comprehensive plan of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Center to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there is a Yoruba adage that says, "Ẹni tó rán ní iṣẹ́ là bẹ̀rù." So be sure that I will hand it over to the minister. I shall hand it over to the minister faithfully.
Thank you very much.
African roots, global voice, one united legacy, shining brighter every year for the world to see. Through every season, through every change, your life remains the same. Legacy of excellence, future of impact.
Bring it down. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, by the special grace of God, I have the instruction of the Vice Chancellor to please call on one of our own, Dr. Akin Ogunbiyi, to please come forward, sir.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Pro-Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, and all his supportive colleagues, deputies, the Council. I think time is fast spent, that we have to stay on a system protocol. I'm indeed very happy to be here today. Gratified. I'm indeed very happy to be here today to do a great assignment, because when it comes to raising of money, well, I don't have any problem. I can see faces here now. Captains of industry, they want us to raise 10 billion naira for the center. The center is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Center of Excellence. Let me start by saying that this country is lucky to have a seasoned administrator in charge of governance. Yes, I will not shy away from the fact that situations are a bit difficult. When you took over, no matter how brilliant you are,
no matter the experience and the expertise, when you took over a wrecked ship, for it to come alive, there has to be some difficulties. It's just like when a pregnant woman wants to give birth to a child, you know, obviously. At that moment, even sometimes the woman will be cursing the husband. Abi? So our president is actually doing his experience, and is actually bringing his experience to bear on this nation. Raising money to build a center of excellence actually demonstrates or showcases its policies in government. The Center of Excellence today shows the values that our president is putting forward. It has very bold reforms in investment in people, investment in infrastructure. And is showcasing that it's a president that is laying a new foundation for our country, Nigeria. On this note, I want to please appeal to each and every one of us to please donate substantially to this cause. When I see my brother seated, SANs, I know that this 10 billion will be a thing of, in fact, it's an achievement now. Alaji Ahmed, ṣé mò ń sọ̀rọ̀? Prof. I've seen so many people who can actually donate 1 billion, 2 billion naira today. But you know, yes, I'm an entrepreneur, but Nigerian politics is so expensive. I've gotten involved in politics since 2016, since I retired from mutual benefit assurance. And you know it costs a lot of money. But on this note, oh, my guy, you are there. On this note, we have to do what we need to do. And what we need to do is to donate money to ensure that in another 1-2 years, this project will come alive. I want to donate in 3 parts. First, I will donate as Mr. and Mrs. Akin Ogunbi, because there is nothing I have. I can't touch our resources without mentioning my wife. Secondly, I will donate as mutual benefit assurance, which I represent. Thirdly, I will donate on the platform of a political party that has brought me forward to represent the state, and to represent the state, hopefully as a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is Osun West Senatorial District. So, and I will say that my donation, by God's grace, I will pay it over 2 years. Because so that you can be sure that the money will come in. First, I will donate 50 million on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Ogunbi family. Second, I will donate 50 million on behalf of Mutual Benefit Assurance PLC. If you know my leader in the state, I'm talking of the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, who occupies the position of leader, APC leader in West, in Osun State, who has been the former governor of Osun State, and is now the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy on behalf of the party and on behalf of our minister. Don't think I will go and collect. Don't worry about the money will come. I will donate 100 million. So altogether, by the grace of God, 200 million from us. And let me just say, please, I know people are seated there that can give 1 billion. If you want me to be calling you one after other, you can see the two of them from the same. You can see the two of them. I know my ogas here, my professors here, who are businessmen, who are our teachers and our mentors, who can do more. Prof, sir, woman load you, mentor mark with next. Abiki mark with one, Let me call Prof, sir. When I say, there's so many Prof looking at me. But, sir, I will crave the indulgence of the authority here to call on Professor Anthony Adegbulugbe to come and please join me on this journey.
Told the Vice Chancellor in that will donate.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
No, March. I'm going to
Oh, 65.
Oh,
65. Shaped our destiny from the halls of learning bright to the nations far and wide. Wisdom lights our path today. Great faith leads the way. Hear the talking drum resound, calling sons and daughters home. Every seed planted in faith still makes this campus glow. Great faith, great faith, great faith. Oh,
distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I was talking to my Egban there, Raji Ahmed, SAN. I was just whispering to him that over the years, I wish I had donated a building. I'll still donate a building by the grace of God. You can see. They said there are some people you cannot touch because they have just donated buildings. But today, we really need to raise these funds. So I want to say, please, if you are interested in donating anything today, signify. So that I can call you out, please. At least we should be able to do about 25% or whatever it is we are raising for this building today. Hello? Don't leave me to this now. You see, Professor Adegbulugbe actually told me that yes, he donated a building, but he's still going to be part of this. That is the kind of commitment that is expected. All the vice chancellors, we don't mind whatever token. Because we have names of the awardees there. I'm sure you've done something to earn that award, but we still need further support for this project to be actualized. Anybody in the house? Okay. I know things are tough, but as tough as it is, I know a lot of people who want to give. But people don't like standing up to announce whatever it is they want to give. I want to encourage every one of us to please be a part of this notable project. We have been assisting the university. Now, it's another challenge thrown at us. Please get across to the organizers, to the LOC, as to your commitment to the project. And I believe, as God has been doing other projects that have been commissioned, this project too will be commissioned in the no distant future. Great Ife. Thank you.
Very distinguished Nigerian there, Dr. Ake Ogumbe. Thanks so much, sir. Now, without wasting time, we'll go straight to the presentation of awards. We want to sincerely appeal to our guests to bear with us on this occasion. I would like to call, according to what I'm given here, we have 6 rows there, and we shall be calling them in turns. Row 1, we have Shetima Liberty, SJS Cookie, Olu Alabi, Roland Ndoma Egba, Yemi Ogumbiyi, Owele Oscar Udoji, Babagana Imara Zulum, Executive Secretary NUC, Kadefu Inowa Abdullahi, Samuel J. Samuel, and Bukola Adubi. May I call on the Pro-Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor, respectively, to please come forward. The first row we have Shetima Liberty, SJS Cookie, Olu Alabi, Roland Ndoma Egba, Yemi Ogumbiyi, Owele Oscar Udoji, Babagana Imara Zelum, Executive Secretary NUC, Kadefu Inowa Abdullahi, Samuel J. Samuel, and Bukola Adubi. Yes, the order is Shetima Liberty. Shetima Liberty. And after that, SJS Cookie. Yes, thank you very much. I have yes, SJS Cookie. Okay. Oluwalabi. Thank you very much, sir. Professor Roland Ndoma Egba. Executive Secretary NUC ably represented. Executive Secretary NUC ably represented here. Owele Oscar Udoji. Yemi Ogunbiyi, or his representative, Oscar Owele Udoji, Baba Gana Zulum, Kadifu Inowa Abdullahi. Okay, now we have the second row. Okay, sorry. Bukola Adubi, yes, please come forward. Samuel J. Samuel. Samuel J. Samuel, thank you very much.
I don't even know how to start. I bring you goodwill from Origin Tech Group. My chairman is actually the awardee, and I'm standing in for him today. In relation to all that has been said today, I'm more inspired because I can witness a lot of alumni of the school doing a lot of stuff in the school. The VC would recall our interaction in the last 5-6 months of our intention to do a few things on campus. I'll quickly name because of time. We have resolved that we are going to do our first corporate farming launch at the OAU University, starting with 5,000 hectares of land with an investment of 10 billion naira. Origin Tech Group is a company you probably would not have heard of. We are a food system company with interest in end-to-end agriculture. So apart from that endeavor, we launched this corporate farm about 2-3 months ago. Is to encourage serious commercial farming in Nigeria because farmers are too small in Nigeria. If you're talking about food security and to promote food, cheap, low prices in our food, we've got to do a big thing. So that's what Origin is about. That's what we are planning to do on campus here. Secondly, we are also trying to put a facility here that would promote the teaching of tractor operators. Because, you know, in the past, when government invests in tractors, those tractors are meant to last for about 50 years. But because they are improperly used, they don't know how to operate those equipment. After 5 years, they are in comatose state. And I've visited even this campus, I've seen some of those tractors. It would take Jesus Christ to come back to fix all those tractors. But we are willing to change that. We are bringing this facility on campus. We already have a land, a 30,000 square meters already allotted to us. We are going to build a proper facility there to train people in operation of tractors, to train engineers that will manage tractors. We are going to have a showroom here that will serve the entire Southwest in that place. Thirdly, we are endowing a share in this university up to the tune of ₦1 billion over a decade. So that is the goodwill message that I have for this institution. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless.
Break it down. 10 billion, 10 billion, another 10 billion. Mr. Vice Chancellor, congratulations. The Pro Chancellor, congratulations. Yes, I go on to the next awardee, Afolabi Oladapo, Zacchaeus Adedeji, Montada Adeyen. Please put your hands together for him. And I want Professor Anthony Adebulugwe to please get set. Afolabi Oladapo, Zacchaeus Adedeji, Montada Adeyen.
On this hill we got enough 65 years standing proud, stone by stone and dream by dream. You have shaped our destiny. From the halls of learning bright to the nations far and wide, wisdom lights our path to
Then Professor Anthony Adebulugwe, a man of history, the first university graduate in the then University of Ife, and now to make 500 over 500. Yes, sir. Please proceed, sir. Distinguished guests, to call on Professor Yusuf Olaolu Aliyesin.
we have learned to serve and lead with knowledge, courage, and vision, building futures yet unseen. African roots, global voice, one united legacy.
Please, let's put our hands together as I welcome this Lega Titan.
Through every season, through every change, your life remains the same. Legacy of excellence.
Shame. Then I call on Ake Ogunbiyi. Ake Ogunbiyi. Then please let's Ahmed Raji get set. And after that I have Ahmed Raji.
On this hill we gather now, 65 years standing proud, stone by stone and dream.
After Ahmed Raji, we have Omolola Irinioye.
From the halls of learning bright to the nations far and wide, wisdom lights our path today. Great faith leads the way. Hear the talking drum.
Break it down. After this, I have Omolola Irioye. Then to be followed here by Ebo Adejoyigbe. Nursing Solidarity.
In your courts of excellence, we have learned to serve and lead with knowledge, courage, and vision, building futures yet unseen.
Okay, sorry, please. The Faculty of Law, make your presentation. Okay. Please, sir, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Ahmed Raji, please, with due respect, sir, please, can you stay? Okay, go, students. Particularly, Iseyin Student Association. Oh, yeah, move. Okay, go. Then is. I've been told that the Law Student Society again and Ife Law Clinic. So please, I want somebody to be collecting for this award, and be, as Alaji will be giving the yes. Yes, law student, where are you? Make it snappy. Law student, law clinic. Are you true?
Built on a vision that's shining today. From the hill of learning to the world outside.
Yes, thank you very much.
Great Ife spirit is our
Omolola Irioye.
knowledge in our hearts, excellence in our veins. To the years we've grown through sunshine and rain. Raising great minds, changing history's pace. Building tomorrow with wisdom and courage. Hey, hey! Great Ife, hands up high. Touch the sky, 65 and we're still alive. Making an impact, watch us thrive. Great Ife.
Thank you very much.
Year by year, legacy strong, the future is bright. We celebrate together tonight. From the lecture rooms to the global stage, we inspire the future, we empower the age. Scientists, leaders, artists, and more. Opening pathways, unlocking doors. African roots with the global embrace. Excellence moving at a world-class pace. Innovation, culture, service, and pride. The great Ife story reaches far and wide. We came from a dream, now the dream is alive. 65 years and we're ready to rise. Generations united, one vision, one flame. Every graduate adding strength to the
Bayo Depokuola, ably represented. Isaac Oluyi, where are you? Okay. Bayo Depopola. Then Taiwo Ashaolu. Then Taiwo Ashaolu. I've been told that the wife will stand in for him. Taiwo Ashaolu. Taiwo Ashaolu, yes, the wife is coming there. Wahab Egbewole. Wahab Egbewole, the Vice Chancellor, University of Ilorin. Taiwo Ashaolu.
On this hill we gather, 65 years of fire, stone by stone and mind by mind. You raised us higher. From the lecture halls to nations, your life still stands.
Wahab Egbewole.
Sunrise glow, power in our hands.
Or his representative. Okay. Wahab Egbewole from University of Ilorin. Yes, thank you very much. You can see that we have vice chancellors there who are products of this university. Then the third row we have Lanre Adeleke. Lanre Adeleke. Lanre Adeleke. To be followed by Maruf Oyebode. Lanre Adeleke is here. To be followed by Maruf Oyebode. Then after that we have Yemisi Shilon, an art enthusiast. Lanre Adeleke here. Maruf Oyebode. Ojebode, okay. Typo error here. Maruf Ojebode. Maruf Ojebode. Maruf Ojebode. Yemisi Shilon, Funke Okweke, Funke Okweke, Carl Toriola, Tosin Eni Olorunda, Tosin Eni Olorunda, Seun Okunwola, Seun Okunwola, Falode Bumi. Tobav, Falode Bumi, Falode Bumi, Bumi Leye Falode Tobav, to be followed by Adeniyi John. After that, Folashade Ogunshola, then Adenike Kuku.
Thank you very much for this award. We are glad to be associated with our alma mater, and we would also be contributing to the PBAT Center very soon. We believe that within the next 10 months, we would have everybody come to commission the CBT Center. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Benny, that is Bomi Leye Falode, aka Tobav, aka Tobav, Tobav, Tobav.
Definitely, it's an in-house, sir.
Ire cavity. Yes, we have Adeniyi John. Adeniyi John. Yes, thank you very much. Folashade Ogunshola. Folashade Ogunshola. Then I call on Adenike Kuku. Adenike Kuku is the Vice Chancellor, King's University. Omolola Ireoye, Vice Chancellor, Achievers University. Ebon Adejoyegbe, Vice Chancellor, University of Medical Sciences. Bayode Pokuola, University of Education. Taiwo Ashaolu, University of Ilesha. Wahab Egbewole, University of Ilorin. All these are products of Obafemi Awolowo University Ilefe. We donated them to several universities as vice chancellors. Odunayo Adeboye, Clement. Odunayo Adeboye, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic. Adeboye is the Vice Chancellor of Osun State University. Please, can you make way there? Please leave the aisle. Clement Odunayo Adeboye, the Vice Chancellor, Osun State University, ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic. Then we have Fatiu Arogundade. Fatiu Arogundade. The Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Medicine and Health Sciences, Abeokuta. Am I right, sir? Medical Sciences, Abeokuta. Yes. Our boys with you. Lanre Lufuj. Yes. Trained in Ife. Trained in OAU here. Trained in the PRO's office. That's the Vice Chancellor of Federal University of Medical Sciences, Abeokuta. Then, please, we have row 4 here, Adeshola Ajayi, Vice Chancellor, Tech U University, First Technical University, Ibadan. Is he around or ably represented here? Akintunde Okeneye, that is the CMD, Akintunde John Okeneye, the Chief Medical Director of Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital Complex, Ile-Ife here. Akintunde John Okeneye. My CMD. That's our CMD here. Akintunde John Okeneye. Olusegun Famoriyo to please get set. Olusegun Famoriyo. Segun Famoriyo. Babarinde Fanimokun. Babarinde Fanimokun. Segun Famoriyo around or ably represented? Segun Famoriyo. Babarinde Fanimokun. Ademola Aladekomo. Ademola Aladekomo. Okay. Adeshola Ajayi is represented by the Dean Faculty of Agric, Femi Ajayi. Femi Ajayi is representing Shola Ajayi. Ademola Aladekomo. Benga Elegbeleye. Okay. Benga Elegbeleye ably represented by the DVC administration. Ismaila Bayewumi. Ismaila Bayewumi. Ismaila Bayewumi. Abiola Adelano. Abiola Adelano. Yemi Gazali Ajijolaya. Break it down. Ismaila Bayewumi. Thank you very much. Abiola Adelano. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Abiola Adelano. Abiola Adelano. Please, let's leave that place so that we present to others here. Please leave the place. Leave that place. Now, please, if you are a photographer not accredited, please just stay back there. Yemi Gazali Ajijolaya. Ajijolaya, sorry. Yemi Gazali Ajijolaya, okay. Then after this we have Idris Bello. After this, Idris Bello. After Idris Bello, Olalekan Yunusa. Olalekan Yunusa is Commissioner Emeritus. Is a professor from OAU here, former Honorable Commissioner for Finance, I think, in Osun State. Idris Bello. Idris Bello. And after this, let's Idris Bello is taking the floor. Thank you very much. Olalekan Yunusa. Now, Olalekan Yunusa. Olalekan Yunusa. Olalekan Yenusa, Keshintin Adebutu. Keshintin Adebutu Baba, or ably represented. And of course, I have a serving commissioner here. A serving commissioner and former dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Abdulmaruf Ademola Adeleke. A serving commissioner, a former dean, Faculty of Education is here, physically present, matrimonially present because he's here with his wife. Professor Maruf Ademola Adeleke. Professor Ademola Adeleke. And after that, I have Lanre Delano. Lanre Delano. Lanre Delano. Okay. After this picture, we have Lanre Delano. The Pro-Chancellor we have physically present here, Lanre Delano. Lanre Delano. The row 5 here we have. Please, let's give way. Let's give way. Shukwo Olusi. Shukwo Olusi. Around or ably represented. Adetunji Obawole. Adetunji Obawole. Shukwo Olusi. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Shukwo Olusi. The Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor says, Shukwo Olusi is ably represented here. That's the CEO of the Bank of Industry. Adetunji Obawole to please get set. Adetunji Obawole. Michael Bamidele Okweyemi. Michael Bamidele Okweyemi.
I can't say precisely. Yes, yeah.
Is there? So I'm not sure. Maybe I can wait a bit.
Yes. Bamidele Okweyemi. Abdulkabir Adisa Aliyu. Abdulkabir Adisa Aliyu. Ably represented here.
That is the place that the camera should be. Release the stand for please. Release the stand. Oh, wait, stand.
Chijoke Eke. Chijoke Eke. Dauda Olalere. Dauda Olalere. Rotimi Akinde. Dauda Olalere. Dauda Olalere. Okay, please. Dauda Olalere is here. Dauda Olalere. Dauda Olalere. After that, Rotimi Akinde to please get set. Rotimi Akinde. Thank you very much. Rotimi Akinde is here. Yes, please go. Rotimi Akinde. Kunle Shoname. Kunle Shoname. Akim Jiman. Akim Jiman. Yahaya Sulaiman. Sulaiman. Shoname, okay. Kule Shoname is here. Akim Jiman. Sir, Akim Jiman, sir. Please hold on. Akim Jiman is here. Thank you, sir. Then after that, Yahaya Sulaiman. Yahaya Sulaiman. Yahaya Sulaiman to please follow. Akim Jiman is having the floor. Yahaya Sulaiman. And after that, Yusuf Omolola. Oyolola. Omona Kosibio. Yusuf Oyolola. Okay, that is Yahya Suleiman there. Yusuf Oyolola. Yusuf Oyolola to please get set. Then after that, Lucky Toyo. Lucky Toyo. Lucky Toyo. And after that, we have Ruben Famoyebo. Ruben Famoyebo, a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ruben Famoyebo. Lucky Toyo. Is Lucky Toyo around? Ruben Famoyebo. Ruben Famoyebo. Okay, you are standing for Ruben Famoyebo. Okay. Ruben Famoyebo. Olurotimi John Badero. Olurotimi John Badero. Olurotimi John Badero. Okay. Ruben Famoyebo. Okay, I think somebody is standing in there for him. Ruben Famoyebo. Okay. Olurotimi John Badero. Olurotimi John Badero around or represented. Ismail Lihasu. Okay. Thank you very much. Ismail Lihasu will be represented here. Ismail Lihasu. Wale Adeniyi. Wale Adeniyi. Deji Owuyomi. Deji Owuyomi. Wale Adeniyi. Deji Owuyomi. Unduka Oruwe. Unduka Oruwe. Biodun Otunla. Unduka Oruwe. Ofule. Okay. Biodun Otunla. Biodun Otunla. Muftau Moradeyo. Muftau Moradeyo. Are you? Yes, please. After Muftau Moradeyo, let's Nathaniel Kunle Olajide. Nathaniel Kunle Olajide, please get set. Muftau Moradeyo there. Please, let's have Nathaniel Kunle Olajide. And after that, Sunday Oyetunde Famo Sepe. Sunday Oyetunde Famo Sepe. Then after that, we have Oloyede Philip. Oloyede Philip. Nathaniel Kunle Olajide, ably represented. Okay. Nathaniel Kunle Olajide. Then Sunday Oyetunde Famo Sepe. Oloyede Philip, to please get set.
Well, this set of people that we call in are staff of this university that have actually shown themselves as exceptional, very committed, making a lot of sacrifices without complaining. Instead of complaining, they are always trying to look for solutions to problems. So we want to thank them and appreciate them. And this is the reason for giving them this award at a time like this. Thank you very much once again.
Sunday Oyetunde Famo Sepe. Okay, Philip Oloyede. Then after that, Oyedeji Iyola. Oyedeji Iyola. Sunday Tokunbo Alamu. Sunday Tokunbo Alamu. B. Bakari. B. Bakari. Toyin Abike Olufemi. B. Bakari, okay. Toyin Abike Olufemi. And after that, we have Adekunbi Oyedare. Adekunbi Oyedare. Adekunbi Oyedare. Yes, Mr. Vice Chancellor, we have come to the end of the special awards. I want to recognize the presence of the Deputy Governorship aspirants of the APC candidates, Deputy Governorship candidates of the APC, His Excellency Engineer Benjamin Adireti.
Legacy of excellence. Future of impact. Legacy of excellence.
Yes, the Pro Chancellor, sir. We have come to the end of the special award, sir.
Legacy of excellence. It's 65.
The vote of thanks by the DVC RID.
Again, we want to thank God. Oh, sorry. We still want to cut cake, sir. There's cake to cut. We want to appreciate all of our colleagues, both academic and non-academic, Senate members, council members, who have come to grace this occasion. Again, we want to rejoice with all of the awardees who have made landmark, either in terms of service or in terms of other commitments to the university. We can only pray that your light will continue to shine brighter and brighter. And for those who have supported the university, that God will continue to renew your strength, even to do more. The chairman of the LOC, thank you for this excellent job. We are using you to thank all the committee members for putting this together. Our Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamire, thank you so much for all that you do all your selfless service to this university. That Lord will take them as a memorial for you. Thank you so much, sir. Our able chairman of council. Thank you, sir. I think we clap for the chairman of council. Igbati Otuwalara. And we are praying that we continue to enjoy you, sir. So on behalf of the committee, we want to sincerely thank you. We are closing now with the cutting of cake, and the cake is here. I'm not gifted in the kitchen affair when it comes to cake. If I have your permission, can I please call on the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Home Affairs, Professor Mrs. Bosede Bamire, to please come and help me to organize how people cut cake. I've not cut a lot of cake in my life. I cut only few. Please, let's clap for her so that she can. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. Okay. No, let everybody come to the cake and all the other principal officers too.
Try this one.
Testing.
Okay, I think it's working. So the VC will hold the knife, and the Pro Chancellor, the Pro Chancellor will hold the knife, while the VC will support. Every other member can also support them. Your hand, stretch your hand if you cannot all hold the cake, the knife. So what we are going to do is simple. We are just going to spell the word grace, because it is the grace of God that has sustained us, even from the 5 years ago now. So we are going to spell the word grace. So give me G. Grace. Give me G. Give me R. And A. C. And E. That is grace. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
So the next thing is for the launching.
Shall we please stand for the Gratify anthem? And after that, the national anthem. Gratify anthem, the national anthem.
Africa's most beautiful campus. Cautious, vigilant, progressive, a good time against all oppression. Forward ever, backward never, for learning and culture, sports and struggle. Great effect, I love you. There's only one great effect in the universe. Another great effect is a counterfeit. Great.
We remain standing for just one stanza. the first stanza of the national anthem. Thank you.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.